What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan2000 here with yet another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute, all the latest Jamiroquai news, and there's a lot of news to report in this episode, so let's get right into the news. And starting off this Jamiroquai Minute, I'd like to mention that we got another piece of news concerning Derrick McKenzie of Jamiroquai. We know, as I previously reported here on the Jamiroquai Minute, Derrick McKenzie has been lining up some drum clinics and DJ sets on and around most recent Jamiroquai tour dates, and we got another one. Derrick McKenzie and several of the affiliated websites that are hosting this event has announced that Derrick McKenzie will be a guest DJ at an event called Salted, a DJ set event in San Francisco, emanating from the Halcyon, which is a club in San Francisco. This will be taking place on April 14th, 2014. Several tweets were sent out with availability for tickets for this event. So if you're in San Francisco and you're there to see Jamiroquai at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, you can also stop by and check out Derrick McKenzie spinning some killer tunes as its guest DJ at the Halcyon in San Francisco. So be sure to go check out all of the social media on Twitter for further information on ticket availability for this DJ set. In Instagram news, a really cool picture set was put up by an Instagram account by the name of Glow Makeup. This makeup artist had previously worked on the Jamiroquai music video for Feels Just Like It Should. Well, she put up an amazing little gallery of some of her makeup work on JK, most notably in Drag JK, from all of his different iterations of characters from the Feels Just Like It Should music video over on her Instagram. So be sure to go over to that Instagram and check out this really cool pictures of some of the behind-the-scenes makeup work of JK in the Feels Just Like It Should music video. And finally, for this Jamiroquai Minute, I thought I'd mention I broke the news last night after discovering on a CBS repertory website, but it appears that Jamiroquai, in addition, next week in April, next week, Jamiroquai, of course, comes back to U.S. touring, starting in Mexico City and out on April 10th, and, of course, doing Coachella and San Francisco in the process of the weeks later. But it appears, in addition to Jamiroquai returning to U.S. touring after a 13-year absence, Jamiroquai will be returning to U.S. television. As I reported last night on all the social media concerning Jamiroquai and the Jamily, it appears that Jamiroquai is booked to be playing the Late Late Show with James Corden on the CBS Network here in the United States, which is a West Coast talk show, which is on the CBS Network that follows the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Jamiroquai will be making a guest appearance as a musical guest on the Late Late Show with James Corden on Thursday, April 12th. The show airs here in the United States on the CBS Network from 12:35 a.m. to 1:35 a.m., so hence the name Late Late Show. And it's a really good late type show. James Corden took over the show from I believe Craig Ferguson about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's just been a great show. And this is a perfect booking for Jamiroquai. It's going to be interesting to see what song they perform at the show. Not to mention, James Corden has a bit of a popular comedy bit series called Carpool Karaoke, where basically he gets in a car with a celebrity, usually a musical artist, and they drive around and sing karaoke inside of a car to that artist's specific music. So who knows, James Corden could end up doing a Jamiroquai edition where instead of him driving the car, what if JK is driving the car? JK driving the car around LA with James singing various classic Jamiroquai songs in the car. So fingers crossed that happens. I did start a discussion over on the Jamiroquai subreddit on what song should Jamiroquai perform in this first real late night appearance for the band in nearly 13 years on U.S. late night television. So be sure to check out that thread over on the Jamiroquai subreddit and leave your thought on what Jamiroquai song you would like to see them perform on this first late night appearance in a long time on U.S. television. But as I said, if you're a member of the Jamily and you're in a foreign country, check your local TV listings to see where the Late Late Show with James Corden is playing. And there's also another avenue you can go. Most of the major television shows, talk shows, what have you, have YouTube channels, and the Late Late Show with James Corden does have a YouTube channel. So if you are active on YouTube, some of these shows usually put highlights of their most recent shows, like interviews, musical performances, all up on their YouTube channel. So I'll be sure to put a link. Be sure to go to YouTube and look up the Late Late Show with James Corden, and you should find their YouTube channel very easily. So the day of that show, a little time after the show airs, you could probably go to CBS.com and find the Late Late Show website there and actually watch the VOD on demand, or just go to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel and be alerted when this performance by Jamiroquai makes it onto air and makes it onto VOD. So exciting times about Jamiroquai returning back to late night television. Awesome. That's it for this Jamiroquai Minute, and as I always say at the end of every my Jamiroquai Minutes, links to everything I discussed in this Jamiroquai Minute, as always, in the description of this video down below, including a link to the tweet, a couple tweets with more information on in regards to Derrick McKenzie's DJ set at the Salted at the Halcyon in San Francisco on April 14th of next week, and of course, I'll put all the information to all the Late Show with James Corden information, the time when it's going to air next week, and I'll put links to his YouTube channel, to his Twitter, and of course the official CBS website to the Late Show with James Corden, so you can have all your bases covered and being able to see Jamiroquai make their triumphant return to late night television on the West Coast. And if any more major news breaks, because I have a feeling next week is going to be a very, very busy news week, we could possibly be seeing a new single coming out from Jamiroquai. And if we get another single coming from Jamiroquai this coming week, this will be the most single-released album in Jamiroquai history. No Jamiroquai album has had more than 5 singles released, and if they release another single next week, this will be the 6th single released from the album, so another record-breaking album for Jamiroquai. Also, if any information comes out about tour date additions or tour date changes, I'll be sure to be recording a video here on the Jamiroquai Minute in the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channels in regards to that. And of course, I'll be covering all the 4 major gigs here in the month of April on my channel, so be sure to watch out for videos thereafter of every respective gig with all the latest social media, videos, pictures, everything from those gigs, as Jamiroquai makes yet a secondary triumph return here to the U.S. for live touring for the support the 2nd year of their album Automaton. And as always, this is JamiroFan2000. I'll see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Bye, everybody, and exciting times.